Alright, today we're going to do the third meal in my Hello Fresh box this week, and I really do think this one is going to be the easiest and the shortest. Famous last words, but I think that's true. So today we're going to make spinach ricotta ravioli with chicken sausage and tomatoes. So let's go ahead and look and see what's in this bag today. It's a lighter bag today, so some of the ingredients are shipped separately. So they shipped spinach and ricotta ravioli. So I've never seen striped ravioli before, so I was entertained and impressed by this. So it's striped. And then we have the sweet Italian chicken sausage here. So now I'm going to put it in the bag. So we have some green onions, scallions, some, I can't pronounce that, delicioso Italian seasoning. So let's see if I can read what is in here. So oregano, black pepper, and parsley, garlic, and basil. A lemon, a tomato, sour cream, and chicken stock concentrate. So it says the first thing to do is, of course, you got to bring a pot of water to boil. So I've already turned my burner on with that, but it's not boiling yet. So we're going to go ahead and start prepping the vegetables that are in this. So actually we're going to start with the meat. That's what it says to do first. So it says to remove sausage from the casings and discard the casings. So yeah, I got to get my hands dirty. I don't do this very often, so I don't think I'm very good at it, but we'll see how this goes. It's kind of gross. Okay. Gotta wash my hands after that. I prefer chopping vegetables to doing that. So we're going to trim the thinly sliced scallions, keeping the greens and the white separate. So when I do that, I kind of cut the ends off. So I'm going to cut that green leaf off. So I think that's it. I like to use a serrated knife to cut green onions. They just kind of go back and forth. It's a cleaner cut that way, I think. Put the greens in one bowl, and the lighter colored parts in another. Oops. It says core and seed tomato. So, you know, the idea of coring a tomato, that has always confused me, and I've done it, and the recipe says it, but I still don't really know. I just think that's a weird thing to call, because, you know, I never really think of them as having a core, like an apple or a pear, so I don't know, the visual, I just don't have a good clean visual of that. So, when they want to seed it, so I just usually take my fingers and get the seeds out. I've read other things where this says, you know, you can squeeze them, especially this type of tomato, you can get the seeds out, so I just do that. I think basically they just don't want it to be too liquidy, so that's what they do. I mean, I suppose that's the core, but I just leave that part in. Squeeze that out. I'm not too picky. We're going to cook it. Sure. So, we're going to dice it into 1/2 inch cubes. I guess that's about enough. Put that in this bowl. Cut the lemon into wedges. So that's step one. Step two, we're going to cook the sausage. So it says to heat 1 tablespoon oil in a large pan, and we're going to add the scallion whites and the sausage and the Italian seasoning, and we're going to cook that until brown 3 to 5 minutes. So 1 tablespoon olive oil, and I'm just going to heat that real quick. And because I have a gas stove, everything on my stovetop heats really fast, so. Which is why I like it. Smell this while I'm waiting. Oh yeah, Italian-y. So, we're gonna add the scallion whites. Break that up with the spoon. Add the seasoning. So the meat's looking done. So the next step is we're going to add the chopped tomato to this and cook for a couple minutes until they're just softened. So it says to cook this for 1 or 2 minutes. Alright, so I think I'm going to turn the heat off on this for now. These are as far as I need it for now. And I'm going to start cooking the ravioli. So into my boiling pot of water, I'm going to add the raviolis. And we're going to cook this for 4 to 5 minutes. Cute little stripes. I like the stripes. Yeah, so it says to just cook these for 4 or 5 minutes until they're floating on the top. I just can't believe how cute those are. Cutest raviolis I've ever seen. Let's see. Alright. Stir these, and we're just going to cook these for 4 or 5 minutes. I can't believe how happy that green stripe makes me.
I can.
Looks like spring. Maybe because it's winter. I'm like, oh, that looks so springy. Sunny, are you performing for the camera? Oh, you want to be in the video, don't you? Yeah, maybe Mama will put you in the video. These are getting close to done. Got a little commercial break with my cat. So what we have to do is reserve 1/2 cup water of this, because we're going to use the reserved water in the sauce that we're going to make. So I'm just going to take that 1/2 cup water out right now, so I don't forget. I could forget that. I've said that before, but I've forgotten this stuff a lot. So we're going to go ahead and drain these in my sink. So it says to get as much liquid off of these as possible. So I'm just going to let these sit here and drain a little bit more for a couple minutes in my strainer while I move on to the next step. So we want to turn the heat back onto these to low, and we're going to add a squeeze of lemon juice, a small splash of the reserved ravioli cooking water, and the stock concentrate. So I think I'll just start with squeezing 1 lemon wedge into this, a splash of the reserved cooking water, and the stock concentrate. So gotta find the arrow. Know where it's easy to rip. So squeeze that in there. Everything is stir. We kind of want to use this liquid to squeeze up some of the brown bits that are on the bottom. And I tend not to use a nonstick pan. I have this a stainless steel pan, and that way. And I actually read that like the stainless steel pan makes good gravies and pan sauces. So a little bit of stuff stuck to the bottom, as long as it's not burnt, is exactly what you want, because then when you put liquid on it, it scrapes it all up, and then it's just yummy. So I've had this pan for 20 years. Stainless steel pans, the finish doesn't wear off. I mean, they're just fantastic. This pot is probably even older, because they're the same brand, but this pot my mother owned and she gave it to me. So this pot's probably like 30 years old or older than that. I have no idea when my mother got it. It could be 40 years old. I don't know. Okay. So, got all the goodness off the bottom of that pan. So we're going to stir in a tablespoon of butter and the sour cream. So the butter, they don't provide, so I have to use my own butter, which I have ready. Put that in there. And then 2 packets of sour cream. So I'm just going to... And so according to the recipe card, each packet of the sour cream is 2 tablespoons. So there's 4 tablespoons total for this recipe. This really was an easier meal compared to those other 2 that I made this week. This one's a walk in the park. All right, so we're gonna season this with just a little bit of salt and pepper. So I'm just gonna add just a tiny bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. And then it says you can add more of that cooking water to make it saucier. So I think I am going to add just a little more cooking water, because I'm going to add the raviolis next. So, and I think I want a little more sauce on this. So I'm going to add just a little more cooking sauce. And now it says we're going to carefully stir in the ravioli. So you probably want to be really gentle with this, because you don't want to rip your raviolis to bits. Okay, so I'm just gonna, and they're kind of stuck together, so we're going to just kind of, well, we'll see how I gotta unstack them. I don't know if letting them sit on top of each other for just that couple minutes is easy. This could easily turn into like a pile of a block. Okay. This food, it scoops better. So we're going to kind of just gently stir these now that I have them kind of separated. It says to season with salt and pepper, but I put up quite a bit of salt in on my last step, so I don't think I'm going to add any more salt. And if we taste it, we plate it, and I decide that it needs salt, we'll add some more then. So it says to add a squeeze or 2 of lemon, so I am going to add just a little bit more lemon to that. Stir. And I think that this is ready to plate. Alright, so I'm going to put this in bowls because it looks like something that should be in bowls. So, stir. Counting the raviolis as I do this so they're even. Scrape out all that sauce. As you can see, that pan's clean now, so all that stuff that got burnt on, not burnt, stuck to the bottom when you add the liquid, it just comes right off. So that's going to be not hard to clean at all. Green onion tops, and dinner.